you go, I would never talk to that person. Start talking to them. Obviously not if they look dangerous, but in a good way. Make friends with positive people. Start giving back. Keep yourself as busy as possible, because an idle mind is one of the most dangerous things. Start going to the gym. Start meditating. Find yourself something that you really like doing. Some guys is cars. I know a buddy of mine that takes apart cars and puts them back together. That's just his way. I like to paint. Find something that you enjoy and literally focus on that. You can find a stress reliever that works for you, and you can work through this kind of stuff, but the environment is key. You're never going to change if you stay in your comfort zone and in your environment. And if your comfort zone is drug addicts and alcoholics, then guess what? That's all you're ever going to be. That's where you're going to stay. You're going to end up dead. What is it they say? Dead in jail or in a facility, in a treatment facility. And that's just is what it is. It's sad, but it's true. And just make that step. Like I talked to a guy some time ago who lived in a small town, and he asked me what to do, and I said, "How big is your town?" He said, 200 people. I said, "You have to move out of the town." And he said, "Why?" I said, "Because those people only know you as a drug addict. They only know you as the guy who robbed them. They only know you as the guy who broke into their house or crashed a car into the bar or whatever you've done. That's all they know you as. You can't change an entire town. You live in a town of 200 people. You got to move. Remove yourself from that environment. Then you can be whoever you want to be. You're in a totally new environment with totally new people. They don't know anything about that. Recreate yourself into the person you want to be, and that will be who you become. Then you can go back. They won't look at you the same way. And guess what? They'll be coming to you for help."
That's incredible, and I think it's very impactful of that change in perspective and that change in environment. I think finding those hobbies and those creative paths that you can allow yourself to feel anew and inspire new change within your life is incredibly important. So, as we're talking throughout all this, you've helped out so many people already and you still inspire yourself to do it. I just really have to ask you, what made you want to take your own experiences and then impact it within others and really want to create change within other people's lives more than just your own?
It was the urge to be of service. Um, as I started telling my story on Instagram, which was a friend of mine had said to me, "You should start getting this out there because people need to hear this." And I said, I don't know, and we didn't go too much into my story, but I didn't, I've told it so many times. I'm like, I don't know. That's just, I know it seems intense to you, but you're not a recovering addict. Every recovering addict or alcoholic has their own story. So to them, it's no big deal. And she said, "No, you need to start sharing it." So I started sharing it um, on Instagram, and the oddest things started happening. I started having friends that I've known for 15 years that I hadn't seen start reaching out and asking me what I did. How can I, can I help them? What can I do to change? All of this kind of stuff. And I said, "Sure, of course. This is what I'm doing. But first, before I talk to you, start meditating and then get back to me in a week." I didn't even tell them to stop using drugs or alcohol. I just said start meditating, because at least then their mind is open a little bit to a different idea, a different thought process, and then you can learn to expand your consciousness from then on.
That's great. And do you think that meditation is definitely a priority resource that you think is a great starting point and a focal point that you incorporated within your life? Because I know that, you know, just beyond having AA or being in a facility, there's a lot of other routines and availabilities for people to, incorporate within their routines. But for yourself, meditation is obviously very huge. Is meditation a good outlet for a lot of people, or how are other ways that people do it? I know you spoke about exercise as well. So, what's one tip that you would think would be best as a resource besides seeking these treatment opportunities?
As far as going into, like, as far as where to start, or as far as how to continue on once you've made this decision to move forward with your life.
As a moving forward step in terms of say like a routine or a lifestyle opportunity that they can continue to express within themselves.
I live and die by my routine. My routine is 5 in the morning every morning, even on my off days. And I wake up at 5. I have a cup of coffee. I pour it. I sit down in my meditation chair and I meditate for 20 minutes. Then I drink the coffee. Then I get going to the gym. I'm at the gym by no later than 6:30. Then I have the gym for an hour. Then I'm at work, and then I add other stuff in the routine. Toastmasters. So you can add stuff into your routine, like in our class, AA, NA, whatever. Make sure your routine is there, and don't break it for anybody, no matter what it is, because that is your system. That is your support system. When you have a routine and you maintain it day to day, that's when you see the best results.
That's great, Joe. It's definitely important that you can have those opportunities for, self-evaluation and really implementing those routines daily. And before I finish off with my last question, I want you to offer the audience any last minute words as well as where they can find you throughout the internet and Spiraddict Warrior and how they can get in touch with you if they'd want to hear more.
As far as last words, I would say to everyone out there that you don't need to experience pain in order to heal. You can work through your issues and stuff going on in your life in a positive manner. If you want to reach out to me, and I return anybody's message when they reach out, you can reach out to me at spiraddictwarrior.com. That's SPIR addict warrior.com. Or you can find me on Instagram, Mintzer, Mintzer, Joe, Joe, on Instagram. And if you send me a message on there, I will respond to you. You can also, there's a chat functionality on my website where you can reach out to me there. I'm open to talking with anybody who wants to help themselves. Know that there are people in this world that dedicate their lives to helping others, and for us, it makes us feel better to help you.
Thank you, Joe. That is very well stated, and I considerably want to thank you for the work that you continue to do and the stories that you've shared and the people that you've uplifted within their own lives. And I really applaud you for what you've done so far. And really, starting off for my last question, I want to bring you to a point of kind of thoughtfulness and leadership in terms of if you were able to speak to your younger self when you were going through the struggles that you were going through, what's one statement or piece of advice that you wish you could have told yourself back then?
Hold strong. You're amazing, beautiful, and worth the world's love.
That's beautiful, Joe. I truly appreciate your message. Everything about you is graceful, and it's been a absolute pleasure hearing your story and hearing how much growth I've seen thus far within your life. And I truly cannot wait to see the exponential bounds you reach throughout the upcoming years within your career and within your guidance and support that you provide everyone around you. So I'd just like to give it out to you, Joe, and really thank you for being here on the Insights podcast. And it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you for having me.